Kengan Omega just revealed the current ranking for those participating in the Battle Royale, the winning odds of all the fighters, pretty interesting stuff. Apart from that, Tokita Oma has been demonstrated as overpowered and directly compared to the Connector. His stocks are increasing like never before, and many more interesting things to break down. Welcome to Kengan Omega chapter 330. So when it comes to the roster of those participating in this Battle Royale, we can now officially add a face to one of the Worm members, that being number 6, who looks like this. Low-key the most AI generated Worm member face we've ever seen in the story, and we can also eliminate him from the Battle Royale as he has been defeated by Tokita Oma. But before I break that down, don't forget that an entire broader purpose of the Kengan story is the rich using these fighters as pretty much proxy betting tools, highlighting that various people are actually betting on who's going to win this Battle Royale with an insane amount of money put on various fighters, meaning each of them participating has their own odds, which we get officially revealed, meaning at the current minute, right at the start of the Battle Royale, these are the odds in the Kengan universe, canon ranking of the fighters based on the average person watching these Kengan fighters, or I should say the average businessman. Number 1 of course is Shen Wulong, the favourite to win the entire tournament, with of course the true goal of this Battle Royale being to defeat him to pretty much save the Kengan Association from no longer existing. Following that we have Kano Agito, something that does make a lot of sense, one of the most clouted up Kengan fighters of all time, went on a legendary win streak, literally has people chanting Fang the second he walks into an arena, and then also was the recent victor of the Real Champion tournament as well, meaning Kano's stocks are the highest they've ever been. That's why he's at number 2. And a similar situation for Gao Lang as well. He's still the world heavyweight champion of boxing, meaning clout is pretty much unmatched in that regard. He was the runner-up in the Real Champion tournament, losing against Kano in the final and still highly respected. And on top of that, he is also considered the champion of his own underground promotion as well. How he got into the Real Champion tournament. Then in 4th we have Kuroki Gensai, someone who hasn't had any fights part of the Kengan Association since the Annihilation tournament, which he won, meaning his stocks, due to how long it's been, may have gone down a little bit. However, we all know the almighty Beard is going to deliver. Then in 5th we have Tokita Oma, of course the runner-up in that Annihilation tournament, the one who defeated Lo Long in the Purgatory Clash and has been around quite frequently, so Oma's on the rise. Then we have Lo Long, the champion of Purgatory, someone who yes lost against Kano Agito and Oma in the recent Kengan story, but still based on his name recognition from his Purgatory days, he's still high up there. Then number 7 we have Wakatsuki. Similar to Kano Agito, he has an insane win to loss record in the Kengan Association, one of the most goated long-lasting members in that, so his name recognition and just legend associated with him is known by most. Julius is an interesting situation and it kinda relates to Gao Lang. He is also considered a champion of his own promotion as well, how he got into the Real Champion tournament, meaning clout wise Julius is the highest he's ever been. 9th is Dorota, pretty much the second to Lo Long, part of Purgatory, and recently switched over to Kengan, where he did actually defeat Kano in the Kengan match prior to the Real Champion tournament. So Dorota is still very well known and a top tier. Then in 10th we have Okubo. When it comes to the underground, he is known, but when it comes to the above ground, the mainstream martial arts, that's where Okubo is one of the most famous fighters in the Kengan story, and one of the few characters who makes an appearance in all of the Kengan side manga, or Sandro's other manga within the Kengan universe. Then Hatsumi Sen, similar to Wakatsuki, a legend part of the Kengan Association. Likewise with Segabahashi at 12, and then Rito at 13, someone who was victorious in the Berserker Ball tournament, meaning his clout is the highest it's ever been. then all the others pretty much make sense. Misa is the current Fang, but isn't really known by that many people. Kurei Ryan is 18th, one of the strongest participating as we all know, but hasn't really had that many Kengan matches for the businessmen to see. And when he does, he doesn't have the best record per se, so it's probably not the most wise to bet on him. And then others like Gilbert Wu at 51. Most people watching probably don't even know who he is, and a similar situation for a lot of the other Worm members. So all things considered, the ranking based on the odds in the context of the story and who's actually betting on this match, this makes a lot of sense and is very well done in my opinion, but let me know your thoughts on that down below. Now let's move on to Tokita Oma's first fight of the Battle Royale, where he's jumped by a Worm member while chilling with the bozo himself, Okibo. So as I mentioned before, this is number 6, which directly leads into Yarn's plan and the members of the Worm he actually bring with him for the Battle Royale. You have 3 guests, one of those is the real Nicholas and the other 2 we don't really know for now. One of them may be considered Gilbert, but it doesn't seem like they're going down that line. They bring 1 junior combatant, 2 senior, and then 5 direct subordinates outside of him, the head of the Worm, and the leader of the direct subordinates who have seen quite a bit of. So number 6 here is recognized as a senior combatant. However, it's claimed that his combat skills are on par with direct subordinates, meaning he is one of the strongest fighters Yarn has brought for this Battle Royale, and we see here him getting absolutely aura-negged by Oma straight away, who's ready to lock in and demonstrate the evolution he's gained from his recent training, and successfully one-shots him by doing something in a similar sense to what the Connector would do, highlighting that once again another character has been directly compared to the Connector in a very similar way to what Kurei Ryan was compared to him as well, highlighting the continued evolution of all these characters, and once again how goated Tokita Oma is, ready to lock in and demonstrate what all this training has been about, and have that crazy battle against Shen Wulong likely at the end of the battle, and how no one outside of Yarn, maybe Fu, and of course Gilbert will be a threat to Tokita Oma before he gets the chance to face Shen Wulong at the end, unless he's jumped by some of the other Kengan fighters, which is possible. However, this showing was absolutely incredible, that's for sure. Another participant of the Battle Royale has likely been eliminated. You love to see it. We are slowly progressing with now the odds factor to consider, and with that, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to check out this playlist with all the other Kengan Omega videos. You may have missed some of the recent ones, including my current top 10 strongest in short form linked right here. Subscribe for more. That's it guys. Peace.